benchmark entry-level car and the reigning 2016 NDTV Car of the Year now gets better with a 1-litre offering. The Kwid's existing 0.8-litre engine has been reworked by expanding its bore and stroke to produce more capacity and indeed an extra 200cc. The power bumps up to 67 bhp and the torque is an impressive 91 Nm. And hold on to that torque figure, folks. Now, peak torque comes in at 91 Nm, and instantly within the first few minutes of driving you start to get a sense of how much quicker some of that torque is getting delivered to you. What I mean by that is that even though peak torque itself kicks in, all 91 Nm of it, at 40 to 50 RPM, even lower down the rev scale you still get a sense of a little more low-end torque now. You get that nice maneuverability and drivability in really intense city traffic as a result of that without having to change gears too often. And literally this is coming off the first few minutes of driving this car, which is clearly an advantage over the 800cc version. I have to compliment Renault. It could very easily have chased the best-in-class mileage tag and aired on power or drivability. But even as the Alto K10 retains that segment best mileage crown at 24.07 kilometers per litre, the Kwid 1 litre still manages a very healthy 23.01 kilometers per litre. The car's handling and ride quality is exactly the same as the Kwid we know, hence a big USP. It also maintains its 180mm ground clearance, another big plus. Gear changes are smooth and quick, and there is minimal vibration still on the gear lever and steering, again something the competition cars see a lot more of. Now, since functionally and from a design perspective nothing's really changing on this car, it is just that new engine option. The good part about that is that all those things that you liked about the Kwid to begin with are still very much here. So you get the nice high ground clearance you've got, despite that still the good handling and a nice ride quality as well. So those boxes are still firmly ticked. The car's engine is undoubtedly a 3-cylinder given away by its wheezy, whistly note. But overall, NVH levels do seem to have improved thanks to the timing chain, clutch and engine mounts being reworked, making the car seem slightly quieter than the 800cc Kwid. And the good news is that those changes will be incorporated on the 0.8-litre variant too now. There is no gimmick with this variant. Typically, car makers tend to bundle a new engine offering with a bunch of other premium or luxury features. Renault hasn't done anything of the sort. So there's not that one drastic feature that you can point to say, hey, this is only available on the 1 litre. Having said that, the contrast mirrors, which will slowly make their way across the entire range, for now only available on the 1 litre. And you have the little bit of the light catching element has been covered up here, and you have the 1 litre badging on that. So that is the one thing that tells you that this is the bigger engine variant. Otherwise, the car looks pretty much exactly like you're used to seeing. And that explains why the difference in prices of the new 1 litre variants is just 20,000 rupees over the same trims on the 800cc variants. The price difference between the Alto 800 and the Alto K10 is twice that at about 40,000 rupees. To my mind, the 1 litre will not just compete with the Eon 1 litre or that Alto K10, but it'll also eat further into the Maruti Suzuki's Wagon R. Let's not forget the Kwid also has a 300-litre boot. Besides the bulkier SUV-esque design and greater cabin space. In fact, on attributes like space and ride quality, it will also likely give the Maruti Suzuki Celerio a run for its money, especially when the Kwid Auto or AMT arrives. And yes, we can confirm that should happen in about 2 months' time.